Welcome to another episode of Saturday Samayal. Today is going to be a different kind of menu. So we are going slightly North Indian or mostly North Indian today. We're going to make chapati, and then to go with it, we'll make dal as well as paneer because we always need protein. And then for a dry sabzi, I'm thinking of making ivy gourd or tindora. So there's that. So we have chapati, dal, paneer gravy, and ivy gourd dry sabzi. And for sweetness, I'm thinking it's mango season, so amras and a little bit of rice and yogurt. Let's get cooking. I have done some prep work already. The chapati dough is ready and it's resting on the counter. We have washed ivy gourd, it's chopped and washed. Dal is cooking in Instapot, so is rice. And as you can see, I've got chopped onions. We have also cubed our paneer, so that's also ready to go. Only thing left is for us to get cooking. So I'm going to start with paneer first. For the paneer gravy, I'm going to add some butter. So I'm going to keep it very basic. I've only added fennel and cumin seeds as whole spices. And to this, I'll add onions and salt. So I've added 2 green chilies slit vertically. They are from our garden. They are not that spicy. And I'm adding ginger garlic paste now. Some of them are spicy, some of them are not. Karthik is saying, oh, who told you it's spicy or not spicy? So I'm like, some of them are spicy, some of them are not. Now I'm adding some tomato puree. To this, I'm adding turmeric powder, coriander powder. This is Kashmiri red chili powder and some garam masala. I've added all the masalas and I'm letting this cook until the raw smell of those masalas, those spice powders go away. Because it's just the two of us, I'm cooking a very basic paneer gravy version. Now, if I'm having guests or if I'm hosting a bunch of people, what I would do is after this masala is cooked, I'll let it cool down and then grind it in mixie so it becomes a fine paste. Now you have onion tomato masala in your mixie jar. Then I'd put in the kadai, add some butter and fry the paneer in butter. Once the paneer is fried in butter, you would add your onion tomato ground paste to this and add some water and let it cook once again. Also, at that point when it starts bubbling a little bit, I would also add some cashew paste or cream, one or the other, or sometimes both even. If I want to be like extra fancy and all, I would add cashew paste as well as some cream and little bit of sugar. And then maybe like cook for another 5 minutes or something so that everything gets mixed and it's all looking nice. I'd garnish it with some coriander leaves or kasuri methi and finish it off. But today we're not going to do that fancy. We're just going to add paneer, add some water, let it cook. I'm just going to ground some cashews and add so that it thickens a bit. I've soaked cashews in hot water. Let's add paneer to this. We've added paneer. Let's add some water to this. As you can see, our paneer gravy is bubbling nicely. At this stage, you can add cream or cashew paste. I'm going to add some cashew paste to this. I'm also adding 1 teaspoon of sugar. Our paneer gravy is ready. As you can see, it's still thick and creamy, but it's not as paste as you get in restaurants because we obviously didn't grind the onion tomato masala, but this will do. Now that this is done, we'll get started on tindora or ivy gourd. Next we are going to start on is tindora. This is going to be a dry sabzi. You can use the same recipe for, I don't know, beans, bhindi, gawar, capsicum even, potato. Yeah. Just basically any dry sabzi, you can use the same recipe. I'm starting off with some cumin seeds, some onions, salt, and some curry leaves. I've added a ivy gourd or tindora and some turmeric powder. Let's add a little bit of chili powder as well. I'm going to close this and let it cook. I'll open and just give it a mix every few minutes. But we're not going to add any water. We're not going to do any of it. We're just going to cook it in the vapor that it releases and the water that falls off from the lid. So we're just going to let it cook like this because we wanted a dry sabzi. Whilst our ivy gourd is cooking on the side, I'm going to get started on dal. For dal, I'm going to cook in ghee. So I'm adding a nice full tablespoon of ghee. We'll add some more. For dal, I'm starting off with some mustard seeds. So let's add some jeera or cumin seeds. Then we'll add onions and some garlic, green chilies as well. Let's mix all of this. Let me add some salt and cook onions and garlic. We like garlic when it's fried in ghee. That's why I've added garlic. If you're not a fan of garlic, you can always skip that. I'm adding some turmeric as well as little bit of coriander powder. To this, we are going to add our cooked dal. Could see our tindora is also cooked very well. I'm going to garnish it with some chopped peanuts and finish it off. I'm adding about that much peanuts to our tindora. I like the flavor of it. These are salted peanuts, so I was cautious when I was adding salt when I was making the sabzi. So dal is cooking. I'm just going to add a little bit of hing to this and let it cook for a few more minutes. In the meantime, we have finished our tindora. We'll just garnish with coriander leaves both for tindora as well as dal and finish it off. Next, we are going to make amras. We've got the mangoes in here. I'm adding some sugar because the mangoes aren't that sweet. So we'll add some sugar. If the mangoes are like very ripe, you can just squash them with your hands. They aren't. I've added some sugar and I'm going to add some cardamom powder to this as well, and we will blend it. I'll see how the texture is. If required, I'll be adding a little bit of milk to it. So it's very, very thick. I'm going to add some milk and blend again. You need to serve amras chilled. I'm going to top it with some nuts, some chopped nuts. We'll add some pistachios and almonds because pistachios goes into everything these days. You can keep this in the fridge and have for a week or so if it lasts, right? When it's so yummy, it won't last that long. Everything is ready now. We're going to make some chapati and then eat. So here's our spread. We have chapati, dal, paneer gravy, tindora sabzi, amras, yogurt, pickle and rice. Now Karthik and I are going to enjoy our meal and then watch some TV and just enjoy and relax our Saturday. I hope you guys do the same as well, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. We'll see you in another one. Bye!